We're here with Wayne Elcock after an enduring training session, Wayne, in preparation for your first defence of the British Middleweight crown against Darren Mcdermott. Firstly, Wayne, can we just ask how the preparation has been going so far?
Yeah, it's going really well, to be fair. I'm really looking forward to the fight and obviously defending the British title. I'm dead proud to be British champion. You know, I aim to keep it.
Looking back at 2007, obviously you had the two fights, the first one being with Howard Eastman, which was a pinnacle fight for yourself, obviously capturing the British crown. Just explain what it was winning the British crown, what it actually meant to you, and also beating someone as seasoned as Howard Eastman.
Oh, it was a tremendous achievement, and as I say, it made it all the more worthwhile that it was Howard Eastman who ruled the roost for such a long time. It was unbelievable. So to do it against him, it made it extra special. You know, I'm dead proud to be British champion, but as I say, Howard was a legend in the middleweight division. So yeah, it was quality to do against him.
Moving on to the Abrahams fight, obviously an opportunity sprung up, something you couldn't refuse. Your fans and obviously media over travelled with you to Switzerland to watch you fight Abrahams. What have you learnt from that experience, Wayne?
I learnt a lot from the experience, to be fair. Like you say, it was a chance that was given to me. It was an opportunity to come out of the blue. And basically it was straight after doing 12 rounds with Eastman. Not much time to rest, and it was straight back in again in another training camp. And to be fair, yeah, it took its toll a little bit, but you know, I don't regret the experience because it was fantastic, and you're never going to you can't buy experience. And you know, going over there, the media, the hype, everything that surrounded a fight like that, and fighting someone like Arthur Abrahams, you know, like I say, I've come out of it with more pluses than negatives. So you know, it's onwards and upwards, and I want to get back to that sort of position again. That's what it's made me more hungry to get there again. To be fair, I really enjoyed the experience.
So back to the domestic scene now, Wayne. Obviously, you have your first defence against a local lad in Darren Mcdermott from Dudley. It's in your hometown. You've mentioned that preparation has gone well. Have you done anything different this time round in order to combat any strengths that you've noticed with Darren Mcdermott in his previous contests?
No, I wouldn't say I have really. No, we've just kept to the way I'm doing. I'm working hard, and you know, at the end of the day, Darren's got a very high work rate, you know. But then again, so have I. And I don't think a lot of people realise that. You know, I'm ready to mix it and go, you know, basically do what I do best, you know, counter punch, move, box and move. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how high your work rate is. You've got to be able to hit the target. If the target's not there, then that work rate counts for nothing, basically. So, you know, it's at the end of the day, you know, I'll do what I do best.
Do you think your experience will tell over Darren?
I don't think there's experience. You know, I'm not really counting the experience side on it. To be fair, he's going to be a great fight. He'll come. He'll want to win this title. He'll want to rip it from me. There's no doubt about that. He's got a lot to prove. Experience-wise, you can say experience. Look at Howard Eastman compared to me. I don't think experience comes into it. It's who wants it most. You know, and I'm not ready to give away that belt yet. You know, as much as he wants it, I'm not ready to give it up yet.
Local rivalry, does that make it more intense, Wayne, knowing that he's just around the corner from you, fighting in your home city again? Something that you've been proud to do and also been very successful at doing. I think you've knocked out is it 5 opponents in Birmingham?
It's 4 out of 4 in Brum. In the Midlands, in fairness, it's 6 out of 6. So, you know, I love fighting in front of Birmingham. You know, I love fighting in front of my home crowd. It's what I always wanted to do when I first turned professional, is to box in front of my home crowd, bring boxing back to Birmingham. And, you know, that's what I aim to keep doing. Yeah, obviously, rivalry, I don't come into it. I just don't want to let the people down at Birmingham.
We're fast approaching the fight. How's the weight going?
Really well, to be fair, but everyone knows me, and everyone in the boxing world who knows about Wayne Elcock knows I've never struggled to make the weight. I've always made the weight easy. So the weight problems, it's never an issue for me.
Okay, last question, Wayne. You overcome Darren Mcdermott. You've mentioned you want to go and mix in the company of the Arthur Abrahams of this world. You overcome Mcdermott. What's next for Wayne Elcock?
If I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not even looking past Darren Mcdermott. I don't care about what comes after. The main thing is I want to keep that British belt, and then, you know, I'll sit down with Paddy, I'll sit down with Mick, and we'll see what's on the table, and we'll go from there. Not interested at the moment, you know. There's business at hand. This is what I'm interested in, keeping this British belt. Without the British belt, I can't go anywhere. So I'm not even looking past Mcdermott. I'm not that stupid, you know. Like I say, he's up for it. Undefeated lad. He's going to be, you know, he's going to be there. He's going to be ready for the row. So, you know, I'm ready to go with him.
Any message you've got for any of your fans and any of the British fans who are going to be watching this on Sky Sports?
Hopefully the guys that are watching it on Sky, well, I hope they ain't watching it on Sky Sports. I hope they come down and watch it at the fight. But hopefully, you know, the guys that can turn out and come down there, come down, because it's going to be a cracking night of fight. And I really think Darren's going to bring it all to the table. I think he's going to be a great mix of styles. I think the fight's really going to gel. It's going to be a cracking fight, you know, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm sure Darren is, and I'm sure the crowd will be on the night.
Well, look, Wayne, we wish you all the best, and we'll speak to you obviously after the fight. Cheers, mate.